This episode is brought to you by Pulsar.
There is a specific moment, there's a specific moment when Luke Bryant kind of said something to you, and holy shit, I was like, oh my God, a moment.
Yeah.
For me, when I was watching that back in the day, I can't even. Oh, yeah, there you go. When Luke said, open for me.
Yeah. Yeah, he said it.
Right? I
totally.
remember watching this anime. I know, and he,
Yeah, it was in 2019.
2019. When Luke said that,
Yeah.
You were what, 21 at this
Yeah,
time?
somewhat around there.
When Luke said that, Luke said that he's got a gig and, hey, why don't you open up for me?
Yeah, totally.
How was that moment?
I was like, that was the moment I felt like, oh, okay, I need to prepare some songs. Yeah, that's how I felt about it, totally.
When Mr. Richie came over and I guess he hugged you, right? If I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, totally.
How is that?
I mean, I was like, he just like walked up and hugged, and I mean, that was such a nice thing to do, right? So I was like, yeah, yeah, it was like not expected, but it felt pretty good, I think he digged it. I dig it.
And if I'm not mistaken, Katy Perry gave you a small suggestion of, hey, look towards the guitar or
yeah,
look towards
open your
us
eyes
or
and
something like that,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
How is that?
So that was more like the thing, like it's just like maybe some experienced knowledge from her point of view. That was like, I think that was the way to connect to audience. Like I think that was some kind of advice. Yeah.
It takes a lot from a person to go up to a stage of that caliber, and give it a try. A lot of people want to go to a stage. I'm not just talking about American
Yeah.
Idol. I'm talking about somebody who wants to go to a reality show, That journey,
Yeah.
it's a leap of faith too, And within you, I'm sure there's always going to be like, how is it going to be?
Yeah.
If there's always this, I'm sure, it's a question that I'm asking you. I'm sure it always haunts you, like till the time you're on that stage and you perform, for the first time, it's always going to be like, what are they going to say? How are they going to react? Is that the biggest fear, or what is the biggest fear of standing in front of a stage? What was it for you?
There was part of nervousness, like, I mean, these are like some made, musicians and, artists, like, I mean, yeah, and there is that question, what are they gonna say to you, and stuff, but I knew I was just gonna go there and do my thing, that was what I was focused on, so, and, I just try to keep my nerves down and just do what I was there for, and pretty much that's what I did. But in a way, like, I think there was part of nervousness. Yeah. Just like this question, what are they gonna say to you and stuff, but I mean, later on, I think, it is just the way it is, people are people at the end of the day, it's like people, if you do good, if you do bad, like, people just say things, right? I mean, that's the way it is, I mean, but what do you do with it, that totally depends on you, and I think that's the only thing you can control, for yourself. Yeah, I mean, that's what I think about it,
How was it one night before that audition?
No, I mean, it was pretty good. I think, I was just at a different place doing, I mean, one night before I was in LA, Oh no, not in LA. I was in Wisconsin. That was in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Milwaukee, and yeah, we were just like at bar hopping and drinking beers and stuff. Like that's what we were doing at that night, night before, and yeah, and I knew tomorrow morning I have to wake up, and it was pretty late night, and, yeah, I mean, I just kind of pulled it out somehow, yeah.
You don't look sleepy at all, man.
Well, I mean, I try to keep myself awake. Yeah, that's what I did.
If you love what we are doing, make sure that you subscribe and turn on notifications.
Thank you very much for watching us on YouTube. Make sure that you also listen to us on Spotify.
This episode is brought to you by Pulsar.